This week's episode of the multiple award-winning Here For It podcast is brought to you by ABC.
The alphabet people.
A bitch can't. A bitch can't get all these Grammys. A bitch can't take over all these TV platforms. A bitch just can't. If you are a watcher or familiar with Got to Be Real, you'll know that terminology, a bitch can't. And I apply that to every other bitch that is not Beyonce.
The Emmys. Can't get no. The girls done taped the GoPro to the windshield. Like,
we're gonna get there. But
okay, as a woman, I like to get mine.
In the first 15 seconds?
Because y'all be doing it fast before we can get there.
Oh.
Studies show it takes a woman 7 minutes to climax. A man climaxes in 6.5 minutes. So 30 whole seconds before I can get to where I need to go. You go get yours before me.
You don't have a vagina though. So it's 6.5 minutes and 6.5 minutes. in an MSM relationship. What are you talking about? Nothing. Cool. Let me finish. Beyonce took over another.
I have to deal with this.
Another of niggas being right around you.
Come on out. Tune into our Patreon content.
Beyonce took over another platform. I'm tired of counting the platforms. You can go and Google them all if you would like. But this is just another channel that she has taken over and said, hey, you got a time slot open and I want that. Oh, move that other shit. I've got something that you're going to like. Okay,
first of all, this is how we know you wasn't in the meeting. Beyonce was like, Monday at 9, see y'all there. And then we was like, okay, well, after Dancing
I'm talking about what she told ABC.
After Dancing with the Stars premiere, I guess we better cancel that after show. It's like season 27 of Dancing with the Stars. Y'all don't need an after show. Whatever that is, it move. Sean Spicer and Lamar Odom, go away from me with this. I'm Beyonce.
Yes. I am Nala.
Monday at 9, well, Monday at 10, depending on your zip code. See you then. Thanks.
Time zone. But okay. So it was happy hour for me. I enjoyed every minute of it. I was very excited, and ABC stand just as much because they changed their name to ABEYC.
Come on
all social platforms. Never done. No other bitch is gonna ask them or be able to do it.
No.
And I would like y'all to think about that when you tell me that your fave is somebody other than Beyonce.
Sierra just went RIAA just update Sierra.
It's never gonna be ACC.
Oh.
That's never gonna happen.
ACC,
no.
CC,
It's never gonna happen. You can just stop right there. Thank you guys for joining us this week on Here For It podcast. I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, aka the topper of tops, BKA Blue Ivy's Ghost Rider.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters. I really want to do a Kim Kardashian of bottom reform shirt, but I'm sure Kim Kardashian's name is trademarked, and I'm not trying to get sued down to the hereforshop.com. So I got to figure out what to change that to.
That bitch is satanic. Put that shit on the shirt if you want to.
Look, Chris gonna send me she ain't even gonna send the cease and desist. She just gonna send the judge the settlement. She's like, you can settle for this. We can go down to the house. Come on.
Just so you only sold one shirt. I only sold one shirt.
Her daughter name. But follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course RonaldMatters.com.
Our icebreaker this week is which golden girl are you and which do you think I am?
Oh, girl, child. I'm really detached a little bit. I don't like watching dead people on TV, so all of them did except Betty White. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't like watching dead people. Let me see. I remember I liked the old lady. She was nice because she was very sarcastic.
But does that mean that's who you are?
She was very sarcastic. The wit was, like,
Her name is Sophia.
I can give a little bit of that, but I also was her daughter a little bit too, because she didn't really date often. She didn't really have time. She was more focused on her family and her career. She dated every now and then, but niggas always seem to be trash. What was her name?
Dorothy.
Okay, so I'm a little bit of the mother and the daughter, and then she had the 2 roommates. Mm-hmm. And which one I think you are? Well, you know the answer. I don't know what her name. So what's her name?
Blanche.
The active one. I just leave it. You were the active one.
The Southern Belle.
She was awesome. Well experienced. When you bring up something, she knows somebody in that city.
I do.
The way that I know them, girl, reliable or not.
Top secret. Literally.
Yeah,
top secret.
The ghetto. But the active one, you were the active one. So.
I believe that I'm Blanche/Dorothy because, yes, I am sexually free, but I'm also free.
Oh.
Y'all are in slavery over there. Y'all are enslaved. Y'all can stay enslaved. Oh. I'm in freedom over here.
Come on out. That weak ass bitch.
Because you fucked it up
earlier.
I know.
Doing the
anyway, I'm Blanche/Dorothy because I'm free, but I also don't take no shit. Mm-hmm. And Dorothy is like the wise one of the group. Sophia is the oldest, but Dorothy still makes the wiser decisions of the group.
I don't remember all their names and faces.
Dorothy is the tall daughter. Blanche is the sexually free one. Sophia is the mother. Ooh, and Betty White is... damn.
I know, right? Come on out.
I know who Betty.
Oh, I thought I was a little bit of her because she's the daughter, right?
Yeah, that's Dorothy.
Okay, Dorothy Zbornak.
Oh
wow, big words.
Wow.
What are they? Italian?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, remember because she says picture it, Sicily.
Yeah, and that's like there's
something.
Yeah, Italy. Yeah, because I like that she started her story. It was always gonna be shade. She's like picture it, Sicily. Girl, I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
That's where the story always ended up.
Wow. Well. So I believe I'm Blanche/Dorothy, and you are definitely, damn, what is Betty White's character's name? Shit, I can't think of it right now. Because she's from Minnesota. I can't believe I don't know it right. Y'all gonna hate me. I'm gonna get,
and I'm gonna learn it, and then you're not
gonna get hate mail. I'm gonna get hate mail.
Cass, come on, before he remember. Rose.
Shit. Rose Nyland. See, I knew that.
And what was
I just
her character?
needed. She was the ditz.
Oh yeah, that's me.
That's you.
That's me. I identify.
She was the ditz, and she was knowledgeable on shit that nobody else was knowledgeable on.
Yeah.
But weird things.
Me weird. Yeah.
She was actually sexually reclusive for a while, and then she dated like one guy, and then he died.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Her husband, she was dating her husband forever, and he died. Well, obviously they were married, not dating.
Yeah.
And then the guy that she was dating also died, and then she ended up dating somebody else before the series ended. But Rose Nyland, forgive me.
Okay, well, I'm Rose.
You are Rose, and I'm Blanche.
I guess I'm gonna look up Rose's greatest moments on YouTube.
Yes.
And
she has great moments because she does come with the shade.
Okay.
Anyway, that was our icebreaker this week. Our word of the day this week is transamorous.
I wonder if I should take the BuzzFeed. I'm sure BuzzFeed has a Wish Golden Girls.
You're going to still end up the same.
Okay.
Our word of the day this week is transamorous. Transamorous. TRANSAMORUS. Being romantically and or sexually attracted to transgendered people.
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, because we've been talking about people being trans attracted, and so I looked up the correct word and
like trans attracted. These headlines are awful.
And so instead of that word, because it's more than just an attraction. Like I can be attracted to
goats.
I can be attracted to Chris Evans, but I'm not sure that I would date Chris Evans. So I can be attracted to him. So that's a whole nother word. With people who are loving in relationships and dating trans people are transamorous.
Okay.
So that is our
like
word.
That word.
Transamorous.
Thank you, because I was really like, as a journalism fish, I was like looking at that headline. I was like, Malik Yoba trans attracted. I was like, this don't make sense. And I just for 2 weeks it went through my headlines. I was like, that ain't the right word.
Transamorous is the right word.
Okay, thank you.
Support for this ghetto ass podcast comes from people like you listening right now.
And the KFC chicken donut sandwich.
No,
KFC said, hold my beer. We got to come out with a chicken sandwich too. With a chicken donut.
No, that does not support this podcast, and it's not going to support a healthy lifestyle for any.
They bottom line at KFC either.
It's not going to support a healthy lifestyle for none of y'all.
Popeyes won.
But the real support that keeps this podcast going comes from listeners like you. So if you would like to keep this podcast going, you could go over to our Patreon right now, and for at least $1 a month, you can keep this podcast going and get exclusive content that will never be given to anybody else but our Patreon subscribers. I'm talking about pictures, I'm talking about videos, I'm talking about whole other podcasts, and the like. So if you would like to contribute to this ghetto ass podcast, please get over to our Patreon right now. It is going to be a link in our description below. Our affirmation this week is for most of us, it's easy to survive. But can you push yourself to thrive and help others survive? Life isn't meant for you to live and learn alone, but can you help your village and community around you learn to grow, learn, and be impactful? Can you keep your lights and somebody else's lights on? Meaning curbing suicide, unemployment, destitution, and homelessness for other people around you besides you. If you can do that, that is the true test of life, of a life well lived. So that is my affirmation this week, because a lot of times people go into their own cocoon at their own house or their own apartment and don't worry about the world around them, and just feel like that they have lived their life fully, and they are continuing to live their life fully and continuing to thrive and be successful because they just went home after work and put their head in the pillow and did not care about anything else going on around them, did not get involved, did not do what they actually could do. I know sometimes being in certain situations, being in certain social situations can be taxing, but what is the benefit to somebody else that is not you? So I affirm all of you guys to take a good close look at what you're doing for the community around you, and if you're not doing enough, start doing more. Last week we talked about.
Can we have a moment of silence for the bitch? That was powerful.
It was okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
It's like wow. You wrote that in your notes.
Of course I did. I read everything. Anyway,
That was good.
last week we asked y'all to stop fighting in bathrooms over dick.
So easy.
We did.
The girls calling, texting, they got FaceTime. So the girls like, y'all don't know about the Marquette? I was like, no, I don't know.
Oh, I got 3 messages about that.
The Marquette? I don't know what a Marquette. But oh well, you don't know because it's below your taste level. No, sweetie, I like trash. Allegedly.
I do
Nobody
too.
ever invited me to the fucking Marquette. I bet you the drinks are cheap. The playlist is Yo Gotti, Zam, Atlanta rap, up and coming. Yes, that sounds like where I want to go because I don't want to go to opera. Admission is $20. Drinks is $15 each. Sweet, I can stay in DC for that.
I like opera.
I do like opera though. Opera be jumping. Shout out to the writers on the wall.
Oh, Warren Huntley as well. So since we own there,
We're recapping last week.
Okay. I was moving on, but cool. The Marquette.
The Marquette.
I thought it was just the Marquette.
The Atlanta girls call me. It's the Marquette.
Oh, why the fuck is it pronounced something different than how?
It's
the fuck
Atlanta. Why are you asking me about the way the Atlanta girls? It's the Marquette.
That's not how you say that though. Okay.
Are you arguing with all of Atlanta?
I don't have a problem with telling them about vocabulary. No. Anyway, the Marquette.
Ooh, bougie.
The reason, so I found out the reason why we had never been. It's an after hours place, and we're typically drunk from going to the other clubs by 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when Marquette gets jumping and it's fun to the kids. When I go to it, the last times I went to Atlanta, I've been working. I had other gigs and I was doing gigs. And so my gigs would ask me to be there at 12, 1 o'clock. I got to be there at 12, 1 o'clock.
Free drinks. You buy a drink or two. Sweetie, for $15. I better be drunk when I leave here. I better be drunk when I leave here. I don't have space for the Marquette. Cause girl.
That's what happens. And so I just go back to the hotel room or whoever house I'm staying at.
Yeah.
So at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when the kids is really like they got energy.
Allegedly sucking ping. But the other girls said that they was just two bitch queens trying to pee. Whatever
the case. I'm not going to the club at 5 a.m. No more. I used to. I remember my Space days at Sizzle way back in the day, yesteryear.
Yeah, Space was a good club.
But that was worthwhile of being in the club at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
It was Pride weekend.
Because it was all kinds of things. It was Beyonce sent a message. So listen.
Okay.
Beyonce is not sending a message.
Welcome message to Sizzle.
She's not sending a welcome message to the Marquette. So I don't have no reason to be there at 5 o'clock.
I'm not going through this with you. It's the Marquette.
Anyway,
so moving forward.
Luckily the weather has cooled down, and there were I didn't see any fight videos that went viral of us gays being gay and fighting places. So thank you gays for that. No, don't spoil it. No spoilers.
I was sent to
no spoilers. Okay. So luckily,
James, you know
who the fuck is James? Anyway, luckily the weather has cooled down and a little bit, at least. So, the only people I saw fighting on the internet that I saw,
you living in your own delusion, okay?
Yeah,
you trying to sell us my voice?
Yes, we're not gonna propagate gays fighting every fucking week on this goddamn program.
I love Here For It podcast. Make sure you guys share with your friends, because we really do love doing this podcast.
Anyway, the only people I saw fighting on the internet this weekend was straights.
Yeah, and Meghan McCain on Monday, and James Corden talking about.
I'm going to get to James Corden. Corden. Yeah, Corbin is the one in UK.
The Marquette.
The Straits also got to type in their thoughts on the Malik Yoba and Carmen Carrera interview with the Breakfast Club. It is now
Did you watch that?
Yes.
You said that we didn't watch. You said as a collective.
But I watch anything that Carmen Carrera is in, and Malik Yoba is a hot topic.
I wish you would have told me, sir, bro. What you is this week? You know you
divine.
Girls.
I'm always divine.
So now I'm sitting here unprepared. Okay, what you seen?
Yeah, typical.
What you seen?
So it is one of the most disliked videos in Breakfast Club history.
Oh, let me go dislike it as well. If that's the move, come on out.
The reason that it's disliked is because of the content.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Yoba and Carmen Carrera and another trans woman and a gay man that leads a advocacy organization in New York were on the show spitting facts and trying to educate the public on what transness is, what it is to come out, what it is to be transamorous. They were actually educating DJ Envy and Charlamagne. Mm-hmm. And Charlamagne and DJ Envy, girl,
I'm sure to dislike the video.
If you listen before you do stuff, you will know that disliking the video is not the right move.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Let me listen to her for a podcast. Okay.
The people that are disliking the video don't want to hear what is being said, because what is being said is educational and informational, and they want to stay in being dumb and everything being straight dominated society. And so all the people and the fans of the show hated that DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee would give platform to Malik Yoba and Carmen Carrera and two trans activists and a gay male activist to get on their straight black leaning show to talk about the gay agenda, quote unquote. And so the straight social warrior justice niggas got into the comments and disliked the whole video and said, I can't believe y'all would let them get on here. This gay shit is not in the Bible, blah, blah, blah. All of the typical comments that they
I was about to run the dislike.
And that's why you have to listen before you act.
Okay, woo, child. All right, look at me learning, growing. In real time.
And so the video, like I said, got all of these dislikes because of the subject matter, and not because people listened to it and disliked Malik Yoba or disliked Carmen Carrera or disliked the other two activists that were on there, because they said everything right. And DJ Envy and Charlamagne didn't even. I think they may have gotten maybe 10 minutes of talking time into the whole interview. The whole interview was like 40 minutes. And so it was really them listening, which y'all should be listening when you don't know the answers to things. And when you don't know how to say things. And when they like, oh, well, I don't know how to say, somebody's pronouns is now they, them, and their. Somebody's got to explain that to me. Cool. Sit down, shut up, and let somebody explain it to you. Don't stay in ignorance and stupidity the whole time and then get mad when someone wants to sit you down and educate you about how to do these things and how to navigate these spaces without being an HR nightmare.
Especially down to the iHeartRadio. Ooh, child. They already on bankruptcy. Oh, but I was just excited to go dislike a Breakfast Club video, so I thought that was the right thing to do. So...
typically, yes.
Typically, I'm like, because we don't do, like I was saying, like, we don't do Breakfast Club.
No. But typically, yes. But you have to. If they got Beyonce coming on tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, well, I don't typically listen to
text me so I know. Cause I'm like,
but I gotta hear what the fuck is going on.
Because we don't do Breakfast Club interviews.
I don't. I'm not gonna.
So it's a chance to go dislike a Breakfast Club interview. I'm like, yeah, sure, sign me up, girl.
I don't.
I felt that way anyway.
And they have had some other people that they interviewed recently that I was like, I kind of would like to.
I want to.
I would like to hate listen to this, but I don't do that because I don't have enough time in my day to hate listen to something. And I knew when I was listening to this episode that I wasn't going to be hate listening. I was going to be listening to see
what Carmen Carrera is saying and the education piece that could be given to Middle America.
Indeed. Next, the good news story. Coming out of Curbed.com. Curbed.com is a New York website. They have announced that James Baldwin's Upper West Side, New York City apartment. Oh. Speaking of New York,
real estate. Oh,
we're still in 212 right now. I don't even know if that's 212 specifically, that area. Oh. I don't know area codes in New York. I
don't know the price ranges either because they got
Oh, it's expensive now. Yeah. If you go look at the property, it's expensive. It's beautiful. But it is now a historic landmark.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. So they are allegedly thinking about making it into a museum of a lot of his works of art, printing out things that, he said, put it on the walls, and putting all different pieces. Wow.
Put it on the wall, sweetie.
Jesus. And so I am absolutely here for it because James Baldwin deserves having his old place be a historic landmark. It should be a gay historic landmark because of the contributions that James Baldwin has given to our community for our community.
Civil rights, an author.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what they call it now, a slash generation, a hyphen generation or
slash,
something. Yeah, one of those.
Moving on to other congratulations. Congratulations to RuPaul's Drag Race for winning 2 more Emmys.
And tying for the host category.
Yeah.
4 times. It's one other person. I don't know who that was. Cool. RuPaul has tied some other person for host.
Yeah. But it seems that if your production is not made for the white gaze,
oh Lord,
and I mean the GAZE.
I knew that. Okay, well we friends. I knew that. Okay,
in the words the words of Toni Morrison, the gaze GAZE, not necessarily the GAYS, but it also applies.
It applies.
It applies. And so I think that the work that RuPaul is doing and has done is admirable, but the attention and the awards, I'm kind of squinting at because we gonna see come the 22nd if y'all look at Pose the same way. That's not made for white gays. And when I say gays, again, GAZE.
Come on out.
Pose is not meant for the white gays. Pose is meant for the consumption primarily of people of color and to educate.
It jumped
I'm gonna have to navigate.
Oh, it jumped
I have to navigate these rivers because of girl. Oh, I canceled here for a podcast, girl. You can't cancel. Anyway,
What?
so I believe that RuPaul's Drag Race is made for the white gays. No shade. GAZE.
Yeah.
And
we look up the cast. The cast is always
after the 22nd. I'm going to see if this same gaze, GAZE, is going to apply to Pose, even though Pose was not meant for the white gays. We also are going to see, come the 22nd, I'm not going to see
22nd?
the actual Emmys.
Oh, okay.
Because we just saw...
September 22nd is the Emmys.
Yeah, the
prime
Emmys.
time
Yeah.
Emmys, okay.
We just saw the Creative Arts
The
Awards.
behind the scene girls. You look. We love y'all, but y'all won't go get
because what we alluded to earlier, Beyonce got snubbed for Homecoming, but we gave it to James Corden for putting... Corden. I'm thinking about the girl in UK.
Yeah.
The one in UK is called Corbin. Corden for putting a
GoPro in the windshield.
A camcorder on the windshield.
Was it even name brand? Was it even name brand?
We don't even know. We'll never know.
That is so
because it's a car.
No, Nicki Minaj.
What?
Nika Petty.
Oh, confirmed. So he put a camcorder in his car, and he's singing other people's songs with other celebrities, and that is creative. How?
Look, me and Superman could go get in the car and put a quote camcorder because it ain't gonna be name brand. We can go,
and it ain't gonna be from this century. Camcorders came from the 80s and the 90s, and it's gonna be looking like lost film footage from Blair Witch.
I'm just glad that Beyonce knew from her Star Search days. She said you could put your all, your blood, sweat, and tears into something and lose. So Beyonce TTG, trained to go. Come on out.
Either way, I'm not watching. I'm only going to look on the internet and see what the results are from the 22nd so I can read it the following week on Here For It podcast. Because I refuse to give 2 to 3 hours of my time to get Pose disrespected, Beyonce disrespected. I'm not watching
Stay in
that.
your struggle.
I'm not watching that.
Stay in your struggle.
I'm not,
Blue Ivy says stay. Blue Ivy says stay in your struggle. Last night down to the ABC. Come on out.
I'm Blue Ivy's ghostwriter. Like I told y'all, I wrote that and told her I was like, "This is gonna be cute. Give it to Beyonce." So
Stay in your struggle.
I hope y'all watch the Emmys and tell me what happened. Y'all live tweet and at me and say, hey, the Superman, this is what's going on. This what happened. Old girl just.
But don't get carried away, because some of y'all like to tweet him and me. I didn't say tweet me. Tweet him. Thanks.
He's at Ronald Matters. Ronald Matters on Twitter as well. Okay. He ain't doing nothing. The next story is not as light, unfortunately.
Oh, here we go.
I'm pretty sure you don't even know.
I be trying to be foreshadowing because you know my inner Virgo jumped out. Shout out to all the Virgos. It's still Virgo season.
Is it?
It ain't showing.
Oh, I got a couple months.
Exactly. So keep calm. Virgos are here.
Okay.
Thanks.
Y'all welcome. This story is coming out of Lincoln, Nebraska.
Sweetie, where?
Lincoln, Nebraska. So I'm gonna
directions from my location to Lincoln, Nebraska. Where it is?
In Nebraska.
Getting directions to Lincoln.
Okay, Siri, come on. It's gonna be like an 11-hour drive.
You're not going.
Okay. 17 hours. Wow, I'm not going. No.
So. Cool.
Wow.
I'm glad that you figured that out.
Far.
Now you've learned that.
That is far. I got to go through South Bend, Indiana to get there, though. So shout out to Pete Buttigieg.
Are you going to stop by his house?
He ain't there.
Okay. Anyway, this story is coming out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Lincoln, Nebraska is really only famous for one thing.
Corn.
No. It is the area of one of the most brutal trans deaths of the 90s. It was publicized and made a movie in the 90s, in the late 90s. A movie called Boys Don't Cry, which I have told Joe punk ass to watch 17,000 times.
I've heard of that movie. I've heard of that.
It is about the story of Brandon Tina, who was a trans man that was brutally raped, assaulted, and, spoiler alert, killed. This same city, again, not famous for shit else, but Brandon Tina and the story of Brandon Tina from the 90s, has a new story.
Man.
No, a trans person didn't die. Hold on. But I'm just telling you.
Alert.
Yes, you. I'm lightening it, but it's still a problem.
Okay.
A coffee shop fires trans worker for kicking out a conservative customer. So a transgender woman in Nebraska was fired from a local coffee shop after berating a conservative customer. Natalie Weiss, who had worked at Cultiva Coffee for a little over a year, confronted returning patron Marilyn Sinek about her political views and told her she was not welcome in the cafe. So, trans woman working behind the counter. She'd been working here for a year, doing a great job. She finds out Marilyn is a right-wing nut, giving money, voting for Trump signs everywhere, doing all of this bullshit for anti-trans rights. She finds out about it. She sees Marilyn come into the coffee shop. She tells Marilyn, "You got to get the fuck out."
1 year anniversary.
Get the fuck out.
This week, 1 year anniversary.
And so they got into a tiff. Marilyn obviously wanted to get her coffee early in the morning. She had some xenophobia to get to through the day, and she needed her coffee to do it. And so
we're not fueling that. We're not.
And so
we're not fueling that. No.
And so that's why my trans sister Natalie was telling her she got to get the fuck out.
Bye bye bye.
Marilyn
That came out in the 90s, didn't it?
Wow. And so the co-owner of Cultiva then fired the trans woman for kicking out the xenophobe. She said, "We do not condone this behavior and never have. Our sincere apologies to anyone who had to witness this incident." So now we're apologizing to people because they heard our trans sister tell this other girl, "You got to get the fuck out of here with this anti-transness." In the middle of Lincoln, Nebraska.
This would be the kind of thing because, you know, I've always feared this as a child, clearly openly gay male. I don't care if I'm down to the Apple store. I don't care if I'm down to the Child Circle K. I don't care if I'm down to a local brand chain of a damn jerk chicken shop. If somebody come into the thing where I'm currently serving fish, literally, very Glozell, you got to go away from me with this. So shout out to my trans sister for hashtag stand your ground. But girl, they got you, girl. They got you, girl.
Well, no, not really, because shit, lawsuit pending.
Okay, all right, my sister gonna sue. All right,
all is not lost.
Down to the Nebraska. Is the Nebraska laws progressive?
No,
or the Nebraska laws.
No, it's in the middle of the country. You know they're not. Okay. But I do wish her the best. Go over to Starbucks, take a selfie, and then put a hashtag on that bitch.
Okay.
So I thought that story was important.
That's
because
very important.
Lincoln,
and what's her name again?
Which one?
My trans sister.
Natalie.
Shout out to Natalie. We support you, Natalie. We speak your name.
Natalie Weiss. Natalie Weiss is her name. And again, like I said, I think the story is important because Lincoln, Nebraska has this history of transphobia where the trans person doesn't come out winning. At all.
Already came out.
If you have seen the movie Boys Don't Cry, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have not seen Boys Don't Cry,
don't spoil it.
It can only
from crying, but
it can only be spoiled if you don't know your own history and history of things that go on in this country.
And if you don't know your history, you're likely to repeat it.
Yes,
Nebraska,
and they're likely to repeat it with these same things. Where we are in 2019 is the same place we were in 1993 where Brandon Tina got killed. So a trans person standing up for themselves and their rights means that they've got to be cast aside and get the fuck away from here. Because that's exactly what happened to Brandon Tina. Brandon Tina moved throughout Nebraska because he was kicked out of this home. He was kicked out of this home. He was kicked out of that home. I don't understand you. Brandon, why don't you just come out as a lesbian? Brandon, why don't you just...
lesbian? That's worse than just coming out as trans. Ugh. Well, to me, in my identity into my identity. If I knew what I wanted to identify and someone telling me to identify as something else, I would say no, ew. I want to identify how I want to. Y'all gonna deal with it.
Thank you for almost cleaning that up.
No, that's literally what I mean. I don't feel that there's a. If I'm canceled, then I'm canceled. But if I identify as a trans man, and somebody's like, "Can't you just be this?" I'm like, no.
Yes. So that is the sentiment that Brandon lived for and by and died for.
Yeah.
Because people didn't understand. Even back when Hilary Swank won the Oscar for playing the role.
That's what she got an Oscar for.
Yes.
Because she's up for something else now, and they're like, Oscar award-winning Hillary. So I'm like, she get an Oscar for
playing Brandon Tina, the best role
I'm
of her
on
life.
Amazon right now. I'm trying to order the DVD. Leave me alone.
So, even when Hilary Swank won the Oscar, she did not have the right words or vocabulary at the time. And I think that was 98 or 99 when she won the Oscar. And so even back in 98, 99, they didn't have the words to say trans man or trans identifying. It was still just someone that was different.
Oh, okay.
And only more recently have we got more accepting and knowledgeable about the terms trans man and trans woman, which is why I referenced earlier that the conversation Malik Yoba and Carmen Carrero were having with the Breakfast Club was important. Because people will jump to their ignorance and say, I don't know what that is. I don't know about all this, what y'all doing out here. I don't know nothing about
Something
all
outside
that gay,
of what I identify
all that
as.
gay shit. I just know about boys and girls. Well, sweetheart,
Well,
it's more than boys and girls out
It's
here.
more than Christianity. It's more than just being a Baptist.
So just because you don't know about it mean that it ain't a thing? It's not real?
The law enforcement says just because you don't know that it's a law, don't mean that you...
Don't mean you can't break the law.
So y'all breaking the law by not being aware. You got to be aware.
Awareness.
Come on now.
So again, I thought that story was extremely important because it's coming out of Lincoln, Nebraska, which again, only famous for one goddamn thing in history. If you are a Nebraska listener, I am
Please, Zora.
praying for you.
Boys Don't Cry is free on HBO, and it's $3.99 to rent on Amazon. So I got somebody's HBO password. I don't know
Mine.
whose it is. Oh, I don't know whose it is, but the Boys Don't Cry. I'm gonna add it to my watch list on the HBO app. Okay.
Yes. And finally, as y'all know, every week on this podcast, I do not let go of what is left of Ed Buck's hairline and his wrinkled physique. I grab, I tug, I nip, and I snip every fucking chance that I get. Hashtag arrest Ed Buck. Ed Buck has got to get the fuck out of here. There is a new article about another young man, another black
Don't
man.
play.
No, I am. I'm serious. I'm not playing. The article is right now
I gotta
up
listen
on,
here for a podcast. What's going on?
the article is up on Daily Mail right now. Ed Buck has another young black man coming in and out of his apartment. He has been photographed by the Daily Mail. I don't know what is on. I can't put myself in this young man's position because I don't know what he is going through, or what if he has any substance abuse problems or not able to get connections to any other types of care.
What's
or
his
home.
Instagram? We're gonna send him some money so he don't have to go over Ed Buck house. We gotta do better than this.
But there's another young man that is going in and out of Ed Buck's house and has been pictured. He's also been pictured. He's also been pictured with a bandage around his forearm.
I would say it's a bandage on his arm,
which is typical of people that are engaging in injective drugs.
Wow.
So it is very indicative that the same behaviors
Quit,
that
y'all,
Ed
please
Buck.
stop going over Ed Buck's house. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. This is scary.
Confirmed.
This is scary. We sit here every week and say the same thing. Fuck him, arrest him. Why are they not in the local West Hollywood newspaper? Oh my gosh. On September the 6th. got him photographed. Damn.
There are more photographs. So there's the ones that are on Daily Mail. There are some other ones that a couple other outlets have taken because once they saw somebody else pick up the story, then they started monitoring Ed Buck's apartment. And
Jeez.
the other thing that is ugly to me about this is looking at Ed Buck's apartment door. I'm like, this don't look like a place that I want to go into. Why the fuck would you? This looks seedy, unseemly, dirty, decrepit. I don't want to go in there. And the young man is also bringing toilet tissue
and paper towel.
I can only imagine what that is.
What are y'all cleaning up?
Doing what y'all are doing with
They're
that much?
bouncy, so quality, but
I can only imagine what they're doing with that amount of toilet tissue and paper towel. It just looks. It looks. It's not a good look. Like I said, if you click on the link, there's 12 more pictures of
on Daily Mail.
Yeah.
There's
12,
sneeze and spell. Sorry.
12 more pictures of the young man. I don't know exactly what he's wearing. It looks like it's the pattern of a hospital.
He got on flip flops. The pattern of a hospital gown.
Yeah, and made into a t-shirt. I don't know, but I am
Old Navy flip flops. Them 2 for $5 flip flops.
Wow.
Budget, sweetie. Summer 2019.
I am concerned. That whoever this young man is, obviously they have not identified him yet. I don't think that they should identify him to the public. I don't want him to be identified to the public. I don't want him to be
shamed.
I don't want him, but I do want someone to catch him on the way going in and say, brother, you don't have to do this. Here's another place we could take you. We can take you to the shelter. We can take you to Impulse LA. Impulse LA will be able to connect you to care. I know we have.
Shout out to amaad.org. I just gave them a shout out down to the Compton. They got services down there.
So there's some options, and maybe he doesn't know about the options. Maybe he thinks that this is his only option. But I plead to our LA contingent, the Here for a Hive members in LA, whoever you are, if you are in the area, help him now before he becomes the third victim. And we don't even know if the 2 victims are the only victims. These are just the 2 that we know about.
And the black woman the district attorney or something, she motioned against filing charges. Meanwhile, he down here killing black men. But black women love to sit on Twitter and talk about how
the gay agenda.
Oh my God.
So arrest Ed Buck. Please stop black people from going into this apartment complex.
I cannot believe there's a new. Okay, and I got to do social studies now, so I got to fix my wig, put one more bobby pin in there.
Yeah.
2 more. Wow, just for safety. This week in social studies, I want to share a news story, and then it's going to go into a thing. So I saw the headline over the weekend that New York City is repealing its ban on conversion therapy. So I see them like, New York City with 8.1 million people, one of the most progressive cities alone in America. Why? Because of a religious freedom lawsuit. And I was like, well, New York City is progressive. They got this. So what's going on? And then it was revealed that due to Donald Trump packing all of the federal courts with anti-gay judges, New York City doesn't want to lose the lawsuit against the religious freedom group. And then Trump be able to say, like, see, look what happened in New York, one of the most progressive cities in America. Democrats don't have a chance. So New York City is like, well, girl, we're going to stay out the way because we don't want no shade and we want to help everybody. So for the overall goal, New York City is repealing its conversion therapy law. Then I did some looking into some research as a journalist, and then I found that apparently when it was discovered that Barack Obama was going to be a lame duck president, usually like the last 2 or 3 years of a presidency, they're like, okay, girl, you're a lame duck now. None of your agenda matters. You about to be out. Go away from us with this. Senator Mitch McConnell, who is a Republican, every time President Obama would like, hey, I got a new judge, somebody quit or somebody died or something, Mitch McConnell would be like, we're not gonna listen to it over here because it's a lifelong seat down to the district courts and the circuit appeals courts. And so Mitch McConnell was like, you get out. We know a Republican's coming. We know it. We feel it in our puss. This is why y'all got to vote out Mitch McConnell. And secondly, this is why you're voting for more than just the president. Because if the president gets to pick all these judges, then the ghetto. But anyway, so every time Obama would try to put in a new judge, Mitch McConnell would never allow the judge to get a confirmation hearing. And so when Donald Trump got elected, it turns out that Donald Trump had all these empty seats for judges to elect. And so since Trump's election, he has confirmed 105 judges to the district courts. And then even if you want to appeal something and like, girl, this ain't right, discrimination happened here, equal pay did not occur here, or whatever, a lot of our LGBT issues, Donald Trump has appointed 43 judges to the appeals courts. So now I understand why New York City was like, well, girl, it's just better for us to just repeal our little religious rights lawsuit because we don't want to be caught up. So this is very important because as we continue to expect the HRC, the ACLU, the Lambda Legal Girls, and all of the Alphabet Gang, LOL. I think I'm going to adopt it's kind of like saying the N-word. I think I'm going to have to adopt the Alphabet Gang. It's just a loving term that I'm going to have to take back.
Gang.
So, yeah, we here. I don't know what our colors is. It's all the colors. The whole rainbow. The whole rainbow. So it is very important that you realize that just because, it's between Trump and Senator Warren, so I ain't going to vote because I don't like neither one of them. But sweetie, who's picking these judges to sit for life in these federal courts? And when something happens to you and then you need the federal courts to be on your side, what is going on down to the federal courts? Trump has elected, according to this, about 150 judges down to the districts, and then 100 down to the districts, and then like 50 down to the appeals.
Meanwhile, we can't trust him to get burgers right.
We can't even get him to identify his own son. He was like, Melania, the first lady has a son. You the father!
Allegedly.
You the father. The first lady has a son. That's why she got so involved in this. And you the father of the son. And that's
now you Maury? You gonna tell him he the father?
And if we going by these passages and books and things, keep it away from me. But yeah, it's very important to know what's going on down to the federal courts, because when we face discrimination, what state we file in, is it more of a conservative leaning court? If you need to go to file a federal lawsuit, down to the Nebraska. Our sister got a suit down to the coffee house. And then she got to see what kind of judges are in the Nebraska court. And if she loses, if she needs to file an appeal, will the court above the Nebraska court be more Democratic leaning? So y'all are not just voting for, I think it was Joy Behar who said this on The View like somewhere in the last week. You're not just voting for a president, you're voting for like a set of values. Because as president, Trump has got to put 150 judges and they sit there for life. It's not just the Supreme Court. So it's, I don't like one of these two people. Well, sweetie, if you need one of these two people, what kind of values do you align with? It's more than just voting for a president.
And that goes for the straights too, because the straights have that same thought pattern of, I'll just sit this one out.
How do they feel about black people? How do they feel about people of color?
When they let all the officers go that were involved in Sandra Bland, and y'all had so much to say about it, that didn't involve no gay agenda.
And y'all wanted the gays there to support and march and make signs. And we had all the cute signs. But anyway, calm it down.
This week in sexual health, we're going to talk about Semen Scents. Not S-E-N-S-E. We're talking about S-C-E-N-T-S. Semen Scents. So, typically, I'm referencing an article that came out in Medical News today, but also something that has been talked about and educated on by a lot of sexual health.
Who has sex with men?
No, by sexual health coaches and providers and things of that nature, and how to detect STIs and STDs. So there are two ways outside of obviously testing, because you should be just getting tested. But everybody don't fucking do that. So that's why we're talking about it. So if you're not getting tested and you're wondering, maybe I have an STI, maybe I have an STD, I'm not quite sure. We're going to talk about some signs in your semen that would tell you everything ain't right.
Tip number 1.
Typically semen has a faint smell. Mm-hmm. If it is loud in any direction, whether it be, oh, that smells really sweet, or, ooh, that smells really putrid, that's a telltale sign that there may be something going on with your sexual health or with your diet particularly. So semen is a mixture of chemicals such as citric acid and calcium. Semen, like I said, if you do smell it, some people have never really smelled the smell of semen. I've been around a lot of semen in my life, and so sometimes I can smell it, and I'm like, "Ooh, it's nut in here." And so it has an unusual smell. Some people say it smells like pancake batter or bleach. Depends on the human.
Wow. You said sweet or putrid. So I'm like, what is putrid? But now I know.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
What is putrid? Bleach. Okay.
So when you have more of a strong fishy odor, it can be more of a sign of an infection. And so if you have normally not smelled your semen and now all of a sudden you can smell it, that is a good sign that something may not be right and you definitely need to be seeking medical attention. Semen typically has a slightly alkaline pH balance. The pH typically ranges from 7.2 to 7.8.
What's alkaline?
Alkaline versus.
I'm just doing this for the pocket.
Are you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I drink alkaline water. I'm educated.
Versus acidic. Anyway, which is slightly lower than seawater and baking soda. Oh. Some people report a stronger smell when their pH balance is off, and like I said, those same characteristics can be said about urine as well as semen. The visual of what your semen typically looks like. If you've been seeing your semen for a long time, you know what it typically looks like when you typically ejaculate on someone, on yourself, in someone's mouth. I don't know what y'all do, but I'm just saying. You have a memory of what it typically looks like and what it don't. And when it typically starts looking more brown or more yellow,
okay,
then those are indications that something in your reproductive system may be a little off. If you have red in your semen, that may not necessarily be an indicator, because sometimes there is red because you have had a UTI or you've had trauma to a reproductive organ, and sometimes old blood can get into semen.
But you should usually know that. You would know that. I'm asking, would I know? Like, I'm like, okay, I had a UTI last week, so I got a little red in there, so it's not abnormal.
Yes.
But if I don't know why it's red, I don't know that it's a UTI. I don't know that is that a reason for concern? If a little red comes out and I don't know why it's coming out, do I go get that checked, or is a little red okay sometimes?
Not sometimes, but I mean, like if it's once, okay, cool, chill.
Okay.
If it happened twice or three times, yeah, definitely go see someone.
Okay.
But like I said, once could be you have testicular torsion and your balls done.
But would I know that already? That's my question.
No, because a lot of people don't even know what testicular torsion is.
Oh wow, okay, that's a whole nother episode. Okay,
that is another episode. So the smell, the sight, and quantity disparity. So quantity disparity meaning I know that I'm a shooter all the time. day or night, whether I jacked off yesterday, whether I fucked somebody yesterday, I am going to shoot. That is what you are used to. And when it starts to change and it's like, nothing's coming out anymore.
Well, it ain't shooting. It's something coming out, but it ain't going where it usually go. Something different.
Well, that's what I'm saying, the disparity. So disparity means the difference between what it used to be. So it used to shoot out all the time.
Now I'm a oozer.
That's different.
Ghetto. I don't want to be down here with the oozers.
First off, there's nothing wrong with oozing. Still, a lot can come out if you're patient. You have to be patient. God said, wait on him. Amen. Amen.
You looked at me like, bitch, you better say amen, bitch. I was like, I'm not going to say it now. I'm not going to say it now.
So, in closing, when semen suddenly smells foul, when semen suddenly smells very sweet, if there is multiple occasions of blood in the semen, ejaculation becomes painful. Urinary issues continue to happen, or incontinence, meaning you go on yourself and you don't mean to go on yourself. Your genitals become overly itchy on the inside, or on the outside actually as well.
Oh, itchy anywhere.
Unusual discharge or bumps develop around or on your genitals. These are times to go and seek medical professional help. And these are also times to stop having sex with your partner before seeking said medical professional help.
I'm nervous. How do I tell Trey? Okay, so I don't know if I got some, so I can't do it tonight. Trey gonna be like, what the fuck? Trey gonna, oh my gosh. I can't risk all that.
Tell him your cat died.
You're like, well, what about that pussy though?
Literally.
I'm like, Trey, I could give you head.
No, you can't give him head because if you are infected anywhere, you might infect someone elsewhere.
The pink parts.
There you go.
All the pink parts.
So, no, if your
Okay.
coochie is affected, don't be putting your mouth on people like, oh, it's going to be all good. No.
Tell you, y'all gotta be #open with your partners.
Disclosure is highly important, is what you meant to say there.
Oh my God.
So, that is sexual health this week. Thank you guys for coming over to my casting couch. Please protect yourselves and protect other people as well. What is the song for your motherfucking soul?
Was this today or was it yesterday? What day of the week is this?
This is still Tuesday.
Okay, great. So the episode coming out on Wednesday. Sorry, y'all. So yesterday was Monday because Sunday's fun day was child wore me up. And then I got home after Superman drove me to the downtown metro. And I like Superman, I live in the suburbs. And so I had to
Girl, you was 0.9 miles away from home.
I know I was not. No, I was not. See, that's how I know Sunday Fun Day was fun for you as well.
No.
Because Sunday Fun Day was it. Shout out to Casa Ruby and everybody who came to the Project Briggs event. Sweetie, Casa Ruby had donations out the wazoo. I don't even know how to spell it. This sounds like a city in Nebraska.
Wow.
But, so Monday I was like, oh, I could take the metro to work. But then I was like, I'm not going to make it. So I queued a Lyft because Superman likes Lyft. And so Trey came and picked me up in a Ford F-150. Middle-aged Trey. I said, okay, this is my type. I like middle-aged.
Ugh.
He had a ring on his left ring finger. Okay, I'm like, yeah, the ring finger. Yeah, he got a ring on it. Cool. So I get in there. He's playing R&B. Monica's playing some slow Monica song, an album cut. Then a Tamia cut comes on. I'm like, okay, oh, Trey's in the playlist, dropping people off at work this morning. And then we're pulling up to my job, and then Escape, Softest Place on Earth, starts playing. And only because I was already like, oh, middle-aged Trey play his R&B playlist, and now he Softest Place on Earth comes on. I'm like, yes, that goes perfectly in the playlist.
You was already wet.
It was, yeah, my type. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, in the back of this truck, it's a lot of space back here. Mm-hmm. So as a woman, when Softest Place on Earth came on, and then I had to get out the truck, I was like, oh, I need to play this song. I need to keep this vibe going. And not because of any of the words, even though Softest Place on Earth by Escape is an amazing song. The song for my soul this week is just based off that vibe, that energy. I was like, oh, I'm going to do my morning reports. I'm going to just put this on repeat listen to the same song for like 3 or 4 hours.
So that means you'll be able to sing some of it to us then.
So shout out to Latasha Scott, who sings. She has Grammys and platinum plaques for singing.
You didn't think Candy did a good job on that?
Just the vibe. Just it's like, softest place on earth. I guess somebody can show you, sir. That's the song for my soul this week. It was about the vibe, the experience, how I got there. That's why it was the song for my soul.
Wow. Bless you.
I wish I could have been blessed in the back of the F-150.
Late to work already. So
All right.
yeah, I don't know how to like
You have to start reading lyrics and being deep.
I am going to. I didn't know if I should say what I'm gonna say first after the song or before the song, but I think I'm gonna preface the song with why this is the song for my soul before. So the new Charlie's Angel theme song came out a few days ago. Featuring Ariana Grande,
Lana Del Rey,
Miley Cyrus, and Lana Del Rey. Y'all know I love Ariana Grande.
We had the battle Sweetener versus the other album.
Yeah, the other album.
Yeah.
Because that's really...
That's the way.
Anyway, I love Ariana down. Boots, bangles.
And
sleeves. And bangs. And ponytails.
Come on.
I love all of her
Sleeves and ponytails. We gotta add that to the boots and bangles and sleeves and ponytails.
I love all of her light Latino realness.
It's Italian.
It serves light Latina. It's like, I want to put my foot on the edge of Latina, but I'm coming back over here into this white girl shit when I'm
we're
done.
going back to Italy.
So,
no Golden Girls.
European. Anyway, that's another subject. That song had came out, and I was trying to give it a legitimate chance because I know that I am old, and sometimes these music producers and artists don't make music for my old ass anymore.
Sweetie, you're 1 year older than me. So how old am I?
Also old. So I wanted to give it a chance, and so I listened to the song. Didn't give a fuck and didn't care once I listened to it. I watched the video after.
Okay.
Still did not give a fuck or care about this song. And I'm like, is this supposed to help the movie sell tickets? I didn't understand. So that's the context for the song for my soul. So I think Ariana did a decent job. I don't remember nothing she said, but I think she did a decent job. Lana Del Rey and Miley Cyrus could have been literally any other white girl in the game because it was that interchangeable.
So who was the person of color? Because in 2019 we do diversity hires and all that.
None
Who
of
was
them.
the diversity
Lana Del Rey is also a Latina light.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in trouble. So this is why this is the song for my soul. Question. Tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Only ring you're selling when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. Question. Tell me how you feel about this. Try and control me, boy. You getting dismissed. Pay my own car note and I pay my own bills. Always 50-50 in relationships.
Verse life matters.
Yes. The shoes on my feet, I bought it. The clothes I'm wearing, I bought it. The rock I'm rocking, I bought it. Cause I depend on me. If I wanted what you're wearing, I bought it. The house I live in, I bought it. The car I'm driving, I bought it. I depend on me. I depend on me.
Come on out.
All the women who are independent, throw your hands up at me. All the honeys who are making money,
Shout out.
throw your hands up at me. All the mamas who are rocking dollars,
Come on.
throw your hands up at me. Independent Women is the song for my soul this week because apparently the only people that know how to make a song to put out a Charlie's Angels movie is Destiny's Child.
And as of this past Saturday, it marks 19 years since that song came out. September the 14th, 2000 is when that song came out. So they're like, oh, we're going to be cute. And the Friday before.
And
the
embarrass
anniversary,
yourself.
we're going Miley Cyrus could fucking never.
Miley Cyrus couldn't even be the Michelle of any other group.
And who is the second verse? I haven't listened to the song. I have not seen the video. I was like, I am not supporting that first week or the second week. Maybe the third week that it's out, come October, I'll fall into it by mistake, no pause. And I might watch the video just to be nice to Ariana because I have supported her other projects. But
That's what I gave it. Because I was like, wait a minute. And it's not... listeners, let me know if it's because I'm old. It could be because I'm old.
If you are old, then I'm old. Don't say stuff like that.
You are old. You have gray hair.
I do. I felt...
You have... So, shut up.
I found my first gray hair in my beard.
Oh, you just found it? I've been looking at it already.
Oh, my God.
You just found it?
I'm not going to... Well, you know, I'm proud of my heritage. I'm from Memphis. So, shout out to Destiny's Child, second verse queen, and Beyonce had the Farrah. What was her name?
Swoop.
The original Farrah from that started Independent. That started Charlie's Angels. Farrah
Franklin.
Saweetie.
Oh, Farrah Fawcett.
There we go.
Oh shit! Beyonce, I don't know.
Beyonce did a tribute to Farrah Fawcett in the video, and so that helped it and all that.
So it may be because I'm old that is it for me. And you know, if you know some of our listeners may be 18 or 19, they may have gotten into the new thing. Tell me I'm old. I'm okay with that. But if y'all agree with me, let me know if you agree with me that Independent Women was the one. And this, no one's gonna listen to in a month.
That sounds like Spirit on the Billboard charts.
I'm listening to Spirit still, so fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck what y'all got there.
A, B, C.
Yep.
It's one be ACC. Bitch, I gotta write that. That was hilarious.
I said what I said. And it was no bullshit and no cap.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
I'm not. You hold your mule. What are you here for this week?
This week, okay, so name some opioids. I was supposed to do that for my research, but I got.
Oh,
we
you
started
didn't do no
taking
research.
shots,
Oh, okay.
and then I forgot to do my research for the rest of my notes. But apparently, OxyContin, that's an opioid maker who is Purdue Pharma, has agreed to pay $10 billion across 24 states to cover over 2,000 lawsuits to cover damages for the what's it called? The quote unquote
Opioid crisis.
trash. Plus, Purdue Pharma is filing bankruptcy and restructuring, creating a new name to make it all happen. I really just wish that they would dissolve, but they're creating some new name. I didn't even write it down. Again, I'm on drugs right now. So in a video deposition,
I don't do those drugs that he's doing.
Tequila. In a video deposition, the president of Purdue Pharma, Richard Sackler, who is a part of a big family, all of them are invested in, has come up in the Purdue pharmaceuticals industry. President Richard Sackler did a deposition down to the government. And when he was asked how much does he think they profited, the person was like, so do you think that your family has profited $1 billion from this? I mean, I don't know. I can't really just say. Can you agree that the Sackler family has profited $5 billion from the opioid crisis? I mean, I wouldn't say it was that much, but I mean, I can't be sure. So, first and foremost, I said that way on purpose.
Okay.
Fuck Richard Sackler. Fuck the whole Sackler family. Fuck Purdue Pharma. $10 billion to send across 24 states is not enough to suffice for their damage that they've misled doctors, misled patients and things. Opioids were supposed to be given to stage 4 cancer patients at the end of life. They just said, oh yeah, so your wrist hurt. Okay, we can give you opioids, sir. And that's just not the way practice and medicine work. But because y'all had tricked them and the physicians into thinking that, oh, prescribing this opioid is the way to go after you get a root canal. And then y'all profited all of that and gave them kickbacks and all that trash. Trash. Between 2006 and 2016, Williamson, Virginia, which has a population of 2,900 people. That sounds like not even one neighborhood in Memphis. And for Williamson, Virginia to have a whole population of 2,900 people, why in one decade they had shipped 21 million opioid painkillers to this one small town. And so imagine all the small towns across America. There are, especially in Florida, I've watched so many documentaries on this. Florida has the easiest laws for doctors to prescribe opioids. So a lot of drug dealers and a lot of kickbacks were given to like a lot of these physicians and pain clinics in these small towns to prescribe OxyContin, oxycodone, a lot of shit that was originally supposed to be prescribed for stage 4 end of life cancer patients. So I really hate that Purdue Pharma is gonna get to file Chapter 11 and get to reconstruct itself and get to come out as a new girl with a new name and just continue to scam girls. What the fuck? I'm not here for it. Like the legal justice system, girl, help us. But then, of course, Donald Trump is putting all these conservative trash judges into the goddamn court. So how the fuck do we win? We continue to lose. When you're voting, you're voting for more than just a fucking president. I hope you guys and women listening, I hope y'all know that it's serious. It's serious because the federal courts get to decide how much damage these companies have done to us as citizens and how much they profited all this shit. And why would a town of 2,900 people need 21 million opioid pills? That's 7,300 pills per person. So I'm not getting that many root canals. Just give me veneers and I can girl, give me a little dental tray and I can figure it out. If I get my hip replaced, I don't need 7,300 opioids. Pills. First of all, who's taking all them pills? Gross, not me. I'm not here for it. So OxyContin, oxycodone, and all these other opioid girls, what are y'all doing? Y'all need to accept responsibility for what y'all have done to America. Because y'all let the crack epidemic and this war on drugs go away. Oh, but this opioid crisis.
A crisis.
Shout out to Memphis and Arkansas.
Go on down the line and give it to Mississippi, Alabama as well.
Well, you know we did Alabama last week, so. Well, I did Alabama last week.
You did a whole bunch of niggas in Alabama, is what they said.
I have not. I went to I was with you that time. I went to the club. My only Alabama memory is that time we went to the club.
And then your friend fell through the stage. No, it wasn't the stage. It was the podium.
No, it was the car wreck that happened. Because her boyfriend was cheating on her, and then she had found out that she had came to the club and
you
caught
talking
them.
about somebody.
And then we went to Jacksonville, Florida, and then they was like, Alabama is like 2 hours away. Go to that club in Alabama because there's nothing.
You talking about No, not Huntsville.
Because we went to the beach in Florida, but then we went to the club in Alabama.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever been to Alabama.
Pensacola.
Yeah, we went to Pensacola, Florida.
And then across from Pensacola is
right. That's where we went. And then that ghetto night at the club where the car wreck happened in front of us.
Yeah, so story time. We was at this small podunk club in Alabama. Look up cities, Alabama city next to Pensacola. Because I can't remember. I know it's not Huntsville. Huntsville is up north. Yeah, it's southern Alabama. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to search for. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know what to search
Alabama city next to Pensacola, Alabama. Pensacola, Florida. And so we go over to Huntsville to the podunk club, and podunk shit happens. So the girls, they got to fighting in the parking lot in Alabama, and one girl, and when I say girl, I mean boy, gay boy, hits the other one's car with his car. And then the other gay boy gets in his car after he didn't hit it and hits the car back. And then they're just ramming vehicles down the street. and then one of them has just rammed the other one irreparably, and then he speeds the fuck off with his fucking muffler hanging off and half a tire and shit.
Girl,
so
the bumper was done. The bumper was done,
and not in a good way. But we had a good time.
We had a good time. It was affordable.
Very affordable. So yeah,
I can't find it.
I'm about to.
Okay, I'm about to. You come on, Detroit, jumped out.
Yeah, I'm about to. Bow. No, not Dothan. I know Dothan though. Stay strong, listeners. Stay strong.
I know, because I'm searching too.
Damn it.
It was like 2 hours away, but it was in
It wasn't even 2 hours away. It's right over the bridge. It's literally right over the bridge from Pensacola. Alabama fans, help us. Somebody tweet me.
It wasn't Daphne, Alabama. Daphne, Alabama is the
No.
one that's coming up.
No.
I feel so bad.
Okay, I'm gonna do my here for it and then I'm gonna come back to it. Okay, so my my here for it is to Angelica Ross again slaying the game.
Are you here or are you not here? She confuses me. I'm so confused.
What's confusing about this?
I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay. I'm here for it because we see a black trans woman's voice being heard on the national stage. She is going to host a 2020 presidential candidate forum on LGBTQ issues. And typically when people do things and ask LGBT questions, they aren't LGBTQ. And not only is she a person of color, but she's a trans woman of color. And hopefully she will do her homework before this.
Because you got to represent.
And yes, you got to represent. They giving us an opportunity. They giving your community an opportunity. You can't come out here half-stepping and be asking them what their favorite Beyonce song is. That's not important. And I am happy to see, like I said, most of the presidential candidates that were in the last debate are going to be a part of this. And so we're going to hear the answers of likely the next Democratic presidential nominee. Joe Biden, Julian Castro, Marianne Williamson is also going to be there, including also Cory Booker, Pete Buttigieg, Tulsi Gabbard. We ain't seen you, girl. This your moment. I hope you got something cute. You do your homework as well.
The lights on, sir.
Kamala Harris, Amy Klobuchar, Joe Sestak. I don't even know who that is. And Elizabeth Warren has also confirmed. GLAAD has also invited Beto O'Rourke, Andrew Yang, and Bernie Sanders. None of those three have confirmed going to the forum.
Bernie said that he... are you getting there?
He said he got something else to do. I don't see what else you have important to do.
He had a prior engagement. No, her thing on Twitter was, I reached out to Bernie Sanders. I'm really passionate about his views, and he hasn't responded yet. Twitter, do your thing. And then Twitter did his thing. And within the hour, Bernie's PR girl had said, hey, I think he's going to be in Wisconsin, New Jersey. He's going to be somewhere down to the college. She already had an agreement. And then her response was, well, so how come I had to seek Twitter on you to get a fucking answer? You could just say he had a prior engagement when I DM'd you or text you or reached out.
Yes. But I think so. Not to denigrate whatever his prior engagements are. If you're a presidential candidate,
of the two,
if you're a presidential candidate, and all the other presidential candidates gonna be somewhere else, what do you mean you're going to do a college speech? And everybody else running for president is doing this forum over here.
But does that mean that my constituents in this place don't matter? You got to evaluate.
No, that means...
It's a part of the evaluation. It's a part. You got to evaluate what's going on. Where's the platform I can reach the most people?
The most people are going to be watching where all the other presidential candidates are going to be. And you going to give a college speech, you can do any other time of the week or any other time of the month where everybody else, all the other presidential candidates are not going to be there. So it kind of, I don't know. We'll see. If I was his PR person or rep, I would be like, everybody else gonna be there. Why am I going
Now
to
we
go get this?
publicly shamed. We got to reschedule the goddamn other one.
Yes. And update, I found it. The
Oh,
city
where
is
was it?
Mobile.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, it's Mobile, right? I was like,
You didn't say Mobile
No,
once.
Pensacola Mobile. It's on my screen. I just got there.
Okay. I got that first.
Top solid. We discussed this. Take 7 minutes for me as a woman, and you'll get there in 6.5.
You don't have a vagina.
And you continue to whatever that grossness is. Lie. That's what it's called.
Oh.
But anyway, shout out to Mobile, Alabama. The club that we went to was fierce, and the girls in the streets were
We're very fierce as well.
They were-
And also shout out to Angelica Ross. I'm absolutely here for it. I am watching the story. Hopefully it develops well in our favor, and hopefully you have some great questions.
I think the
if
form
you
is
don't
on the
have
20th. When is the form?
Yes, the form is on the 20th. If you don't have no good questions written out, good sis Angelica
Friday.
Ross, yes,
Oh, well.
I will help. Send me some topics you want some questions on.
No,
because-
just send me the email to the office. Just send my questions too. And then, girl, you pick and choose amongst my letter.
Sure. But please get these questions together in advance and
Do it right.
do it right and ask the right and relevant questions, because we don't get to hear any of these nominees or candidates talk about our issues ever at all. So, I'm here for it. It is now time for our favorite part of the episode. This train wreck is wrapping up.
First of all, we've done some educational things about the federal courts and why we need to help the ACLU and the HRC in the Lambda Legal. We talked about the upcoming LGBT forum. In Hot Topics, we talked about
You having a hot girl summer in Mobile.
now I'm winded down to the safe house.
Yeah.
Ooh, the ghetto.
So if you are familiar with the show, you know it's time to pour yourself a shot of whatever you want to drink. We are drinking Blessed and Baptized tequila.
Amen.
And this will be our last call.
Amen. First, shout out to Steve and Michael. Love you. My last call this week goes to the author of I Can't Date Jesus. He's about to slap y'all across the face with some more black gay excellence. His new book, I Don't Want to Die Poor, is coming out April the 7th, 2020. Michael
Keep putting these books out. You won't.
Michael Arsenault will be discussing the emotional and financial costs of chasing his dreams, cancel culture, and pop culture along the way. So, congratulations to Michael Arsenault. I Can't Date Jesus, relationships, faith, and other and what do you say? What was it? And other reasons I put my faith in Beyonce. Is a New York Times bestseller, and so his follow-up book, I Don't Want to Die Poor, and collection of essays, is coming out in April 2020. So make sure you guys check out Michael Arsenault, born and raised in Houston, Texas,
H-Town.
the home of Megan Thee Stallion.
Beyonce.
Oh, okay. Well, the home of Megan Thee Stallion.
She don't let that no more either. Shit. The fuck?
Oh, I knew that was going to be your answer. But shout out to Michael Arsenault and his upcoming book in April 2020. There's still no announcement of the title or the release for The Superman's book, but he has teased that it's coming, so hopefully he can give an update right now. Push the microphone close. Push the microphone close.
Stay in your struggle.
Superman, do you have an update for us?
That's my update.
Is this ASMR? Oh my God. So it ain't coming out before April the 7th, 2020.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm waiting on God to align my chakras.
You wait on the photographer to be available for the photo shoot. Cause
The photographer sleep next to me.
I know you be like, I gotta make sure the cover look like this.
The cover does have to look
I
a certain
gotta
way.
look like this.
I do have to look a certain way. Yeah. So those are the things.
What's your last call?
Researchers have found a pair of skeletons known as the lovers of Modena, considered as such because they had been buried closely with their hands clasped together. This is a famous pair of skeletons. Don't die. In northern Italy, and they have been looked at, and it's been like a tourist attraction to see these two lovers who died in northern Italy holding hands. You know, like they died in love, and they just wanted to be together.
Here's the plot twist.
Of course. The discovery just came out a couple days ago about the sex of the two skeletons.
They examined the pelvis of both.
They examined the bone marrow in the teeth.
Oh.
And so it had been long
Science
thought.
is advanced.
Yes. And so it had long been thought that the pair were a man and a woman. And it turns out.
The heterosexual agenda.
Yes. Because that's all that people could ever think.
Dream of.
It only could have been a man and a woman that would die holding each other's hands and just be this romantic story. Plot twist. It was two boys.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
So look up The Lovers of Valdaro in northern.
Them big words, Alvaro.
Valdaro. Valdaro. Okay, Lovers of Valdaro in northern Italy. So again, like I said, the skeletons have been holding hands for over 1,500 years. People have been thinking forever that, again, it was a man and a woman. Books have been written about them, citing their love. Stories have cited their love. Christian religious restrictions pointed at dying with your loved one in the way of these two people, only for it to have found out that it was two men that died together holding their hands. Imagine that.
Gag water. The phone line is disconnected.
Baby, your sister got on to the social media because her Wi-Fi was on, but her phone was off.
She's like, how come ain't nobody calling? Well, just to be on the regular, ain't nobody calling. So, she called a number herself, like, why ain't nobody calling? So, you can't even call yourself.
L's. Nothing but L's left for her.
Ah!
And that's what happened when you call a transgender woman a man. Those are the L's that come your way.
And then Maddie just tweeted the video of her laughing and the caravan door closing. So, no words. Y'all know what it is. That was a very Beyonce response that Madison did. It was real cute. I'm here for it.
That is this week's episode of Here For It Podcast. Thank you guys again so much for listening. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. We are unpredictable. We may drop an episode late or early. And if you are not subscribed, you will never fucking know. I am the Superman, TheeSupaman.
Are you really?
MAN. And I am still Blue Ivy's Ghostwriter.
You know our standards are kind of.
I know.
That's Blue Ivy was sitting there in the.
That's why I'm poor. Because
I was like, bitch, the step is this.
She don't accept everything that I write for her. So I'm poor.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters. Make sure you guys follow the show. We have hereforitpod.com, hereforitshop.com, and hereforitlive.com. We are trying to come to Atlanta. If you know somebody with some money. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Get the Marquette. Tell the Marquette we coming.
Get the Marquette.
We coming.
Coming in the Honda, leaving in the Lexus in Atlanta.
Baby, I'm leaving in somebody Lexus if I'm going to Atlanta.
Bye.
Take your Truvada.